Hi everyone, welcome back. Now I'm gonna answer the third question for our SOFA Q&A Friday 5 questions. The third question is how to calculate pips and lot size for a position. Is it the same for every brokerage? This is actually a very good question for me personally. Um, I give you a general idea. Generally speaking, you can generally speaking people would say one peep if you buy one lot which is 100,000. So if you buy one lot 100,000 US dollar, generally speaking one peep equals 10 US dollar. Of course it's not a rule of science, it actually come out from calculation. Now personally I'm very bad at that, believe it or not. But I can tell you that there are a lot of websites you can go on to calculate the peep value. And because the currency pair constantly change, so of course the peep value will constantly change as well. Nowadays, the best thing about the brokerage, some good brokerage like Oanda, is that you can actually see exactly how much money you are going to put in and what's the peep value. So when you're trading and enter the number, live, it will tell you what is the peep value. And I think it's just such a great tool because you don't even need to calculate yourself, right? When you do it, you just, change the peep size, change the lot size, and then you can know how much money a peep is worth. And maybe originally you thought you thought you're willing to lose 10 peeps equal $100, but maybe in that particular currency pair, the peep actually is equal to, you know, $8 or $15. And what's more to that is that your base currency, which is the money you deposit into your account, might not be US dollar. Now, for me personally, I live in Canada, so my base currency is always Canadian dollar. So for me, if I calculate the pip size and calculate back and I got calculate back to the Canadian dollar, it's just so much calculations, and I cannot focus on what's happening in front of the market. Because for me, I'm wanted to see should I go long, should I short, and then if I have to worry about the peep size and if I have to be so precise with the peep value, which nothing wrong with it. I know some people really like to be very precise for that. Uh, so basically, the good thing about the brokerage nowadays is that they can actually calculate that peep size for you. Now, the other thing you can do is go on those free website, and then they'll tell you what's your peep size at the moment, so you know exactly how much money you're willing to lose. Now, I can link few website below the video comment so that you know which website to go. But basically, like I say, if you go on a good brokerage site, they will have that calculation for you. Uh, but if you want to know what's the mathematic calculation, go to Investopedia. Investopedia calculate or just type PIP, PEEP, as Forex PEEP, anything you type on Google, and go to Wikipedia. I'll tell you anything that you need to know. Personally, frankly speaking, I'm not good at that. But the reason I'm not good at that is because I don't need that to make money. Because for me, if one peep equal $12 or equal $15, it doesn't matter, right? For me, I want to lose certain amount of money in this trade and I want to make certain amount of percentage. And I don't really care of that peep differences or maybe the commissions. Those are important, I understand. But for me, at the end of the day, I want to win more. I want to make more peeps so that anything I win can compensate for these small deviations. And that's why I'm not really the best expert in terms of peep size and calculation. But luckily, the brokerage I use personally all have a great calculation tool, and the website and internet nowadays is just phenomenal. You can easily figure out your peep size or anything on Google, on Wikipedia, and anything like that. So that's my best answer for you. I hope you can tell that I'm actually not good at that calculation, but it does not make you a less better trader. And a lot of people coming to market got defeated because they feel like, oh, I don't know how to calculate this and that, or I'm not good at math, or maybe they come here and people start telling them, the compound interest and this and all that, and the commission side, those are important, but in terms of trading, it's just a different game. And that's why, the best people who are so good at those interest rate, who are so good at the calculation, they're accountant, they are, financial planners, they are economics, economic professors, but they are not traders, and they don't really make money with trading. So that just says a lot about it. I'm just telling you the truth is that you don't need you need to know those things, but you don't need to be expert in those calculations just because you have a very good tool nowadays, right? It's same thing like back then, people are so good at mental calculation, and the faster you are, the more advantage you have. But realistically speaking, you have calculator nowadays. Well, what's the difference between you can add on all the things you bought in a grocery store versus another person who has to rely on cashier? Not much difference. Yeah, sometimes the cashier make mistake, you lose $1 or $2, but that's it. So for me, I think the best way to figure out is again go on Wikipedia, go on Google, and also use a good sounding brokerage that will automatically give you a peep value at the time you enter your trade, which is a valuable tool. Okay, I'll be back with the fourth question. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.